BPG cars.
It's okay that you're feeling blue, 'cause I'm here to stay. I know there's a way, 'cause if I'm being true, I must say that I know what you're going through.
What's up, everybody? Alright, today we're going to be taking apart this head, getting all the junk out of it and getting it cleaned up, getting prepared to switch the valves out. We're going to put some new valves in it today, and we're going to lap the valves. I'm going to show you how to do all that, disassemble everything, and put everything together the right way so you can have a nice, rebuilt, and perfectly done head. Alright, so if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that now, and also, like, share, and if you haven't seen our playlist, it's going to be over there to your right hand side, or for me it's my left hand side up here on the screen. It'll tell you everything about the journey I've been through with this car, this Ford Escape, and what a pain in the beep it is. So just go ahead and click on that, and you can get to the beginning of the whole story, and it'll tell you everything that we've been going through ever since then. And our next video, we should have this car all back together again, and it should be running and driving. This car was a complete nightmare. Peace.
I know what y'all are thinking. Why is this guy pouring water all over a cylinder head? Well, let me tell you why. Number one, you have to use water to clean it, okay? So just what you want to do is you want to add mild soap only to clean this, and a brush, and also you can use a scrubbing pad to clean the cylinder head. The whole point of this is to get the grease out of the crevices and all of the cracks, and once you get the grease out, it'll look a lot better, and it'll also be much easier to install and reassemble. That's why I'm doing it. Just use mild soap and mild soap and water. That's it. That's all you need. And then once you get this cylinder head completely clean, it should be ready for installation. This is done with most parts, as long as it's not something that's detrimental, like leaving the camshafts in there. I've taken everything out, so nothing should get damaged. Even the valve guide should be fine, because I've already oiled everything with WD-40 before I started this. When I did this, I made sure to remove all the parts that were going to get damaged. Every single part has been removed from the cylinder head to make sure that everything gets cleaned correctly without damage to all the other parts. The camshafts, all the bearings, all the stuff that would get damaged have been removed from the cylinder head. So it facilitates better cleaning and you have a better result after you clean it with mild soap and water only.
Alright folks, we got the valves in, as you can see. This is for the Ford Escape it's a DURATEC 2.3 liter engine, and it's all complete. And this is our unboxing area, everything, and we should be ready to take this to the machine shop and have them put it together. I can do all this myself, but it saves me so much time to let other people do it. Eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I just let everybody do my engine work and stuff like that, because it saves me so much time, because I gotta sell these cars anyway. You know, I gotta make the money, you know what I'm saying? So these are the original valves right here, as you can see. They're not the bent ones, but they're pretty worn out anyway. And this is the new one. So if you can compare the two, it's a really big difference, as you can see. Old one on top and new one at the bottom. So, okay.
Okay, let's install the valves. Be sure to have all your parts available and close by so you don't lose anything or miss anything. As you can see here, make sure all your valves are the right ones, the right size, and make sure they're not bent. And as you can see here, my springs are available and also my retainers available for use when I need them, as I need them. Can you see it? I did a test hone on one of the valves, one of the intake valves. As you can see, it leaves a matte finish after what you call honing it or lapping it. And when you have this matte finish on both the head and the valve, it's considered good. And now we can proceed to do the rest of the engine. As you can see here, I'm using a very fine lapping compound. You put it on the face of the valve as shown, all the way around. Make sure you got a liberal amount on it. And then as soon as you get it on there, you make sure nothing is falling on you, nothing is falling in your workplace. And then you can proceed to lap the valves. There are different methods to lapping valves. You can use it by hand or do it by hand. You can do it with a lapping machine. Or for me, I'm using a drill and a 1/4-inch hose attached to the tip of the valve. What I do is I spin the drill one way, I push it in and out, and then spin it the opposite way and push it in and out. And get it about mid-speed, and then it should be fine, and the valves will be perfectly grinded after you're done. It works really, really good for me, so this is the method that I use. Okay, after lapping the valves, they should have been cleaned by now. The valve faces and all the valve surfaces should have been cleaned and reinstalled. Okay, I double checked this by tapping the valve 1 time or 2 times, all 16 valves, to make sure that they close and make sure there's no obstructions. After you're done doing that, we're going to proceed to install the head. You're going to use a C-clamp method, or you can use any other kind of method that works good for you. For me, on this build, I'm using a C-clamp, and the C-clamp I think is more efficient in getting the retainers and all the parts installed on the head. Once you get all the valves and all the parts installed in the head, get prepared to place this head on the ground completely flat. Make sure you have a leveling device if you have one available, and we're going to put gas, white gas, or we're going to put diesel fuel or kerosene in each combustion chamber. Okay, the whole plan of it is, if there are no leaks, the fluid should be mostly there the next day or 24 hours from now. And if there are leaks in one cylinder, that means we have a valve that we have to go and fix the problem on that one and relap it. If there's leaks on all cylinders, that means there's going to be no fuel at all on all of the cylinders. Okay, next day. Looks pretty good. As you can see, there's no leakage. So that means the head is good. So we gotta remove all this fluid, and then we're gonna get this head ready for prepping for bolting on. And today we're gonna install the cams. All right, since the head seems to be in order and the combustion chambers are sealing pretty good, and the valves seem to be sealing, proceed by cleaning up your workspace. Make sure all your items are easily accessible, and we're going to start installing the cams and all related items on this head and get this thing in order and get this thing in shape and get it ready to be installed. As you can see here, there's silicone around all of the intake holes. Do not do this under any circumstances. This is an emergency situation. The previous mechanic had seriously screwed up this head by messing up all of the surfaces, and I had no choice. You see the O-rings here? They have to be cleaned out as well, and I have to get those back in order so I can reuse them. Use O-rings only, that's what they're for, and they need to be installed dry. Do not use RTV. The other mechanics in this area that I'm in are not doing it the right way. So the correct way is just use O-rings only and use them dry. That is all. Okay guys and gals, if you've made it this far, I appreciate that. And if you found this video useful and you liked it and you found it worthy of giving me a like, share, and subscribe, go ahead and do that now if you could. It would really help the algorithm and it would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for your attendance, and hope to see you in the next video. We're going to get this car together. We're going to get it running, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.